Good morning, Amish, and thank you for having us here today at Hodgson Pharmacy
Good.
and Intrigue. Really grateful for you participating in the Pharmacy Business Conference and the innovation section. And you've always been an innovator, you've always been pushing the boundaries, and just want to hear a little bit about why, what makes you tick, why that happens, and how you've made it happen, and then eventually what the benefits have been to you and your pharmacy and your community.
Brilliant. Yeah, thank you, Mike. Thank you for the opportunity. So starting with why, I mean, we know for the last 5 years plus, pharmacy income, pharmacy services, they've just been on the reducing ever more. We've been promised services and becoming a more of a service-based contract, which hasn't really seemed to come. We're still very heavily dependent on dispensing, and dispensing fees and profit margins with the supply chain have been ever reducing. On top of that, I think I'm someone who just gets a little bit bored. I want to push the boundaries on what I can do. I mean, clinical knowledge is one thing, and advising patients, counselling patients, but also, applying new skills that we can use as pharmacists has always been an interest for me as well. Being a bit more hands-on than just talking to people. So hence I set up a number of services and looking to what pharmacists can offer. So currently I'm offering phlebotomy services and private blood testing. We do earwax removal by microsuction, doing aesthetics, so injections and beautification. And also that's got a lot of well-being side to it as well. We're also now offering online personal coaching services and weight loss services as well. So a whole variety of services where we're just expanding what we already know as pharmacists, but also applying new skill sets. What makes me tick, like I said, it's just that drive. With reducing profits, this has been a new way of generating new income. But again, just to highlight, it is just that enjoyment of pushing the boundary of what I can do personally as a pharmacist. So, yeah.
Thank you for that.
When you're doing that...
It's clapping.
Yeah, so...
Fine, I'll put one hand in the pocket.
So I can hear dum, dum, dum.
Okay, sorry. Do you want to do it again?
No, it's fine. It's just, you sure? It's fine, but... Just don't do
Okay,
that.
sorry. All right.
Keep that on track.
Yeah.
So that's a great fit with it. Healthy Living Pharmacy, of course, the lifestyle approach, the prevention approach is a great opportunity, and then that'll go well with your vaccination services as well. Congratulations on all of that.
Thank you.
Keep pushing that boundary.
Brilliant.
We need it in pharmacy.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
What we can do, if you want, we can record you asking the questions.
We can do that separately. Yeah.
But if we do it now,
Yeah. Okay.
then your eyeline will be...
I remember what the questions were. That's the problem on Friday. We'll have to remember what the questions are.
Are we done with this area then?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, can do.
Move inside.
Yeah.
I suppose maybe there's one more question on technology.
Okay, so if you want to ask that one.
Okay. So Amish, one of the things that you've been renowned for doing is employing technology. You're one of the first robots used in a pharmacy, and you've gone, as you can see from the screen next to you, into a lot of other areas. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so in general, from a kid and a young age, I've always had a keen interest in technology, in the latest gadgets. So it's partly been a passion for me at the same time. Now, bringing it into the pharmacy, it's been all about driving efficiency, making my work life a lot simpler and a lot easier on a day-to-day basis, but not just for me, for my team. So looking at the screen next to me, it's a great way for yeah. So start the whole thing again, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, from a young age, I've had a keen interest in technology and in gadgets. I've always just loved knowing what the latest gadgets are, not just in pharmacy, but in general. But bringing it into the pharmacy, do you want me to do that again as well? Because
Noisy DJ.
okay.
Get a hybrid.
Yes, so yeah, technology. I have a very keen interest in technology from a very young age. As a child and all the way throughout growing up, I've always loved the latest gadgets, the latest iPhones, whatever it might be. But bringing it into pharmacy, it's all been about driving efficiency, making my work life a little bit easier, not just for me, but also for my team. And just, pushing the boundary on how we can make the best use of technology to drive everything we're doing in the pharmacy. So using the screen next to me, for example, it's been a great way of promoting everything that we're doing. I mean, we offer quite a lot of services, and just having posters in the window would have clogged up my window completely. But this is a nice, clean, innovative way of keeping a nice appearance of the pharmacy, a professional image, but also letting everyone know of everything that we do. And inside the pharmacy, you'll see we've got the robot. We also use various technology for booking systems as well to make things a lot simpler, where people can have access online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to booking an appointment with the pharmacy. No need to call the pharmacy or speak to any staff as well. So it's just, yeah, all about driving efficiency, making my life easier and the team's life easier as well.
Great, thanks.
Any other questions?
Yeah, we'll do my
Tell
questions now.
exactly where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him your mic because that picks up the audio slightly better. Okay. I'll just come where you are. Yeah, Carmine.
Good morning, Amish, and thank you for inviting us down to Hodgson Pharmacy to see all the innovative work that you're doing. Can I start with asking you a few questions around why this is important to you, why you've done it, how you've gone about it and how you've taken your team with you, but also what the benefits have been to you as a pharmacist, as a business, and for you personally? What's the second one?
Technology, what I've been renowned for technology.
And on the way you've gone about that, you've employed technology. You were one of the first pharmacists to put a robot in. You've now got screens, as we can see next to you. Why is that? What makes it tick for you? Can I do that again? Didn't like that.
Mike, can you just step one step to your right? Yeah.
Is that enough?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, Amish, thanks for that. And technology has played a big part in what you've done and how you've gone about it. You're one of the first. Start again. Do me. Don't want to start the patients. Thanks for that, Amish. Technology has played a big part in how you've gone about that. So you're one of the first pharmacies to have a robot, and you've employed screens and lots of other things. Talk to me about that. Okay. We're going to swap back again.
Yep.
So if you move inside, what to the screen inside? Or
Yeah, okay.
it's just a repeat of that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a
You
repeat.
can take a snapshot with you next to it. It's a short.
That's the screen, yeah.
Yeah.
If you say, I don't need to ask a question about that. If you say that, here's an example of how we use the screens in store.
Yeah. So here's another example of how we use the screens in store. I'll start that again because I've backed the mic. Here's another example of how we use the screens in store as well to promote everything that we do. It's just another place where people can see more visibly everything that we offer, as opposed to just passing by from the pharmacy outside. So actually switch on the robot light, please.
What PM are you integrating with?
Pharmacy manager. In a second, hopefully will move around here.
Yeah, because the whole thing rotates.
Yeah, the whole.
So I move my bags.
It's up to you if it's in the shop.
Just have to get the edge of it. That'll move down further with it.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm hoping we'll get one open up here in a second.
Just looking in that first room. Or you can put them down there.
This room?
Yes, that's fine. Yeah. Perfect time as well to.
You do meningitis jam.
Yes,
Good for you.
all of them. All of them. Yeah.
My young middle daughter had meningitis when she was a baby.
Oh, really?
Had quite a big impact.
Yeah. That's the
So now we've come inside to see some of the technology at work. Let's have a look at the robot and talk to me about that.
So we refit the pharmacy now coming up to 8 years ago, and I was very keen to put a robot in at that time. I'd been looking at robots for many years. Main thing was, with staff, can I start that again? Yeah. So we refit the pharmacy around 8 years ago, and at that time is when we implemented the robot. I've been looking at robots for many years because we were getting busy with dispensing. It was an option between increasing our staffing levels or looking at a way of driving accuracy, driving efficiency in our dispensing process, and hence the keen interest in robots. But until I found the Goldman robot, I was never really convinced on any other solutions out there. But no, we implemented the robot then 8 years ago, and in that time our dispensing volumes increased, but our staffing levels with regards to the dispensing side of the pharmacy hasn't at all. And in the time I've had the robot, I've had zero downtime, zero problems. It never goes sick. It's always on time in the morning. It's probably one of the best things I've ever invested in the pharmacy.
Great, perfect. Thank you.
We'll just record you asking the question.
Yeah. What did I ask? Tell me about the robot.
Hang on, let's just get that out of the way.
Amish, if you just give your mic to Mike.
Thanks. So we've now moved inside the pharmacy, which is great, and
Sorry, slightly, that's it.
yeah. So we've now moved inside the pharmacy and looking at the robot in action. And so talk to me about the robot, why you did it, and what you're getting, the benefits you're getting out of it. Can you do that again? So we've now moved in. Yeah. So we've now moved inside the pharmacy and near the robot. And Amish, talk to me about the robot, why you did it, and the benefits you found from it. So we want to do the conversation speech.
Yes, yes, 2 minutes.
Yeah. Let's quickly make this room look a little bit better. COVID testing.
Which one do you use?
Medic spot.
Ah,
Because we've got the agreement with them anyway.
yeah.
Oh, you think we can do it out here? Yeah, the background just more appealing than
Yeah,
just
here.
in a lot. Yeah,
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Sink there and everything.
Yeah, all right. Fine with me. Where do you want us? Just
So if I have
this point?
maybe Amish there
Okay.
and Mike where I am.
Yeah.
So what I would say, Amish, is when you're answering the question, look at Mike,
Okay.
not directly into the camera.
Okay.
So if you move again slightly to your right, okay, and Mike, if you come closer to me, and just turn your body slightly this way, yeah, and come closer, Mike. So. Just move slightly to your right again. Yeah, and just your body that way, yeah.
Yeah.
And so you look at Mike, yeah.
Yeah.
All good. And Mike slightly higher up.
Yep.
Perfect. Go.
Amish, now I want to hear about how you've taken your team with you and how you've promoted what you're doing to the community that you serve and the customers that you support.
Okay. So with regards to taking the team with me, I've always had a keen focus on staff training and developing them as not just counter assistants and dispensers, but around 8 years ago, I renamed all my staff health and wellbeing consultants because that's what they are. They've been trained in dealing with common ailments questions. They've been trained in whatever services that they're allowed to offer, such as stop smoking, even weight loss advice and things. So, yeah, keen. Let's start that again. Sorry.
You're going
Okay.
to start again.
Yeah, is that all right? Sorry.
Say
Just thinking about the background, it might be better
That-
with the leaflets than
because that looks, maybe just something like that.
if
Yeah.
he stands in front of that one.
Yeah.
And
Or shall we
then
come this way a little bit more?
Yeah. Maybe you can come.
Or you're going to come this way.
Yeah. Just come this bit a little more. Yeah.
Okay, do it that way. So you get that bit in the background.
So you want him to stand there, or
Yeah, I was thinking that as a background. If you block that off.
let's try the other side.
Less health and well-being, isn't it? Great stuff. But
Or if we go slightly higher?
and you see the bit, corner of the robot. You've got the How's the Living Pharmacy thing behind it.
Can you see that from
and,
that side?
And the posters. So.
Or would it help if you came from that way?
You are where you are.
You know what things you need?
I quite like having the to the robot. You might even see something come down that while you're doing it. Right? And then you've got the poster and the for everybody in the house that we want. Yeah, please do. Please do.
Mike, if you come closer to me.
Choose what you want. So yeah, this very much about your leadership and your
Yeah.
team, developing
Yeah.
the team, and then the other question was what we do here. The final one is what next? Yeah.
What next? That's a good question. I've no idea, Mike. I have no idea.
Whatever opportunity comes
Yeah.
Just very simple, pushing the boundaries further.
I think I focus on, I'm saying, looking at the overall holistic wellness. We looked at beauty. We looked at so looking at what else we can do with.
Point up to the healthy living pharmacy something.
Yeah.
Where did you get the sticker from? Is that from?
I think that was from NPA back in the day.
Probably was actually. Yeah, I think I got those made up.
Yeah, that was because we were we were the first healthy living pharmacy in Kent.
Yeah.
Very soon after the pilot you did took off in Portsmouth. Was it yeah, Portsmouth, wasn't it? Yeah.
Started, then we did the national.
Yeah, so we were the first in Kent to have it. So yeah, there's that, and I think there's one on the door as well, on the front door. Yeah.
So do you want to come down?
Were you looking after something in particular? What were you after? I can get it for you if you want. No.
Have you assisted? How many of your team have you got trained as health champions?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them. I mean, I say that, two of them are currently going through it. We had one go on maternity and one leave. So the two are currently on it. And we've got one new joiner, the gentleman at the front, who's only been here 3 weeks, but eventually we'll get him on it. But
He's going to do his base training.
yeah, but I get all of them on the training. Actually, that's something I can mention. All my staff are healthy living pharmacy trained or in the process of.
Yeah, health champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Should we go in? Yeah, you just stand up close to as you can.
So in terms of staff training, okay.
Amish, we talked about why you do things, but on the how do you take your team with you?
So I've always had a keen interest or focus on making sure my team. Let's start that again. Sorry.
Just turn your body slightly this way.
Okay. Yeah.
Just come with those up a bit.
Am I?
That's it.
Okay. So how have I taken my team with me?
Yeah.
That's fine. So I've always been. How am I going to start it? It's been very important. Okay, that's it. Fine. Ready? Yeah. It's been very important to me to make sure my staff have always been fully trained to the best of their capabilities. So whatever they can be trained in, for example, I do train them in. Stop smoking. They're all stop smoking advisors. Healthy living champions. All of my team are healthy living champions. They all complete monthly training on an OTC topic, for example. So none of my staff are actually called counter assistants. They're called health and wellbeing consultants. And it's a term I adopted about 8 years ago. Sorry. I can pick it up. That's fine. Okay. It's always been very important to me to have my staff fully trained to the best of their capabilities, and it's something I've employed. It's always been very important to me to have my staff trained to the best of their capabilities. It's been something I've implemented since day one of taking over the pharmacy. So all of my staff, for example, they're all stop smoking advisors. They're all healthy living champions or in the process of becoming champions. They're all counter assistants as well as dispensers. So actually, I renamed the term for them as health and wellbeing consultants about 8 years ago. And it's a term that actually gives them a bit of empowerment as well. You know, they see themselves as more than just a counter assistant. Also, every month, I make sure they're trained in another OTC topic, for example. So yeah, they're very well skilled staff. And it's important because, like I said, so I'm going to start again. How have I taken them with me? Training. And what was the last bit of it?
I suppose maybe you can pick up on something around sharing your vision, your purpose, why.
Yeah.
Because that fits very well with your health and well-being consultant.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So it's been very important to me from day one that my staff are well trained in absolutely everything that they can offer. So all of my staff, for example, they're all stop smoking advisors. They're all healthy living champions. They've all been counter assistant trained and dispenser trained. So actually, we renamed all staff as health and wellbeing consultants about 8 years ago. It's a term that they found empowering in themselves. They're not just being seen as counter assistants. And it's been really important because actually it brings them on the journey with the pharmacy. They feel more involved. They feel more part of the family. That it's not just the pharmacist doing everything, but actually they're getting involved in offering the services as well.
Great. Okay, I'll ask another question. Ready? So, as a leader of your team, how have you created and then shared that vision so that they all understand and come on that journey with you?
So As a leader for the team, I guess it's been about, like I said, giving them that staff training, giving that empowerment, and getting them enthused to realise that they're doing something more than just selling medicines over the counter. I treat my staff like family, and it's all been about being on the journey together, the highs and the lows. And I guess they enjoy it. That's the other thing. When we do staff selection, when we employ people at the start, it's ensuring that they share the same ethos that I have for the pharmacy, that they want to go on this journey with us and become the best health and wellbeing consultants that they can be.
Brilliant, thanks. So one final one, which is about what next, yeah? So Amish, what next?
What next? That's a tough one. I mean, I'm always looking for the next opportunity to see what I can do. At the moment, my focus is all about a holistic wellness approach. So, for example, I've created a new brand called Intrigue. Now, Intrigue has currently got Intrigue Cosmetic Clinic, which is focusing on beauty. We've got Intrigue Travel, which is a travel agency for mindness. Start that again. What next? What next? That's a good question. And to be honest, I don't know. I'm always looking for the next best opportunity. At the moment, my big focus is on my new brand, which I've created called Intrigue, which is a wellness brand. It's about looking at a patient holistically. So, for example, we've got Intrigue Cosmetic Clinic, which is all about the beauty and sorry, I'm stuttering. Can I grab a big bit of water? 2 seconds.
He has the biggest water bottle.
2 litres a day. It's all about trying to lose the weight. I've lost a lot and then put it all back on during the last 2-3 weeks.
Slightly to your right.
That's it. Okay. So what next? If I'm honest, I really don't know. At the moment, I always look for the next big opportunity to further my skills and see what I can do. But at the moment, my focus is on my new brand, Intrigue, which is a wellness brand. And as part of that, currently, we've got Intrigue Cosmetic Clinic, which is all about beauty, and that's the aesthetics clinic that I run. We've got Intrigue Travel, which is a travel agency, and it's all about promoting well-being as well, so looking at relaxation holidays. We've got Intrigue Fitness, which is an online fitness and nutrition coaching. So it's all about getting people into the best shape of their lives. It's not just about losing weight. It could be people who are athletes who are looking to train and reach that next level. And then I've got Intrigue Health, which is looking at the private services of the pharmacy. So looking at earwax removal, the phlebotomy, travel vaccines. And I guess the next thing for me would be how I can expand Intrigue Health that bit further and bringing, like I said, that whole holistic approach to a patient.
Thanks so much, Amish. It's been great to be with you.
Thank you.
Before you ask any questions.
Yep. Okay.
Just
So stay here.
the mic's on.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. So if you look, yep.
Slightly to there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Amish.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Amish, as a leader of your team, how have you taken them with you? How have you shared your purpose? And all of that has been brilliant to hear. But what next? Thank you, Amish. It's been great to share this opportunity with you.